All right, let's pull back the curtain on the YouTube algorithm for 2026. If you're a creator, you know it can feel like this total black box that just decides who makes it and who doesn't. Well, today, we are going to crack that thing wide open. I mean, seriously, have you ever felt this? You pour your heart and soul into a video, you hit publish, and nothing. Crickets. It really can feel like you're in a constant battle with some invisible force. But what if I told you it's not a fight at all? Because, in 2026, this whole complex, mysterious system has actually boiled its focus down to one single mission. One simple rule that drives everything. And if you understand this rule, you stop fighting the algorithm and you actually start partnering with it.
So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll get into the algorithm's one big goal. Then, we're going to decode the signals it's actually looking for. We'll also break down the huge split between shorts and long-form videos. This is a big one. And we'll wrap up with a solid action plan you can use right away.
Okay, first up, the algorithm's one true goal. For years, creators have been obsessed with things like views, subscribers, even watch time. But believe me, the game has totally changed.
So here it is. This is the whole key. The algorithm's #1 goal is viewer satisfaction. It's not just about keeping people on the platform, it's about making sure they leave your video feeling good about the time they just spent. And YouTube measures this with things like surveys, likes, shares, and a really huge one. Do people come back to your channel for more?
And this little timeline just shows the whole story perfectly. Back in 2011, it was the Wild West, a total free-for-all for clicks and views. Then in 2012, watch time became king. But since 2015, and now more than ever, it's all about viewer satisfaction. It's really a shift from pure quantity to actual quality. Okay, so satisfaction, that sounds a little fuzzy, right? How does a machine, an algorithm, actually measure a human feeling? Well, it all comes down to a few key signals it can track. So YouTube basically translates that feeling of satisfaction into these 4 things. First, your click-through rate, or CTR. Do people even want to watch your video? Then, audience retention. How long are you holding their attention? Third, engagement. Your likes, comments, and shares. That's the social proof that your video delivered. And finally, session contribution. Does your video make people watch more YouTube, or do they just close the app and leave? And I mean, who better to sum this up than Mr. Beast, right? If people click off, the video dies. He absolutely nails it. If you can't keep people watching, the algorithm just assumes your video isn't very satisfying, and it's going to stop showing it to people. It's really that simple. And here's a real number for you to aim for. Those first 30 seconds are absolutely critical. The data shows that if you can keep over 70% of your audience watching past that half-minute mark, your video's chances of getting picked up and recommended just skyrocket. And why does getting recommended matter so much? Well, check this out. A staggering 70% of what people watch on YouTube does not come from their subscriptions. It comes directly from the algorithm recommending videos on the homepage and in that up next sidebar. So let's just put it all together, right? If 70% of all views come from recommendations, and recommendations are all about viewer satisfaction, then mastering those signals is the single biggest thing you can do for your channel's growth. End of story.
Now, let's talk about a massive update that really changes the game. If you're making both shorts and regular long-form videos, you have to understand that you are playing 2 completely different games now, each with its own rulebook.
This right here is the biggest change. In late 2025, YouTube officially decoupled the algorithms. What that means is your shorts performance has 0 impact on your long-form videos and the other way around. They're like 2 totally separate engines running at the same time.
And just look at this breakdown. For shorts, it's all about instant gratification. Did they swipe away or did they watch it again? And you've got maybe 2 seconds to hook them. But for long-form, it's that deeper satisfaction measured by retention. And even how they grow is different. Shorts are all about trending sounds, while long-form still relies heavily on good old-fashioned SEO and keywords. Okay, so with all this info, what do you actually do? This last section is all about your action plan. We're talking simple, effective strategies to get your content perfectly aligned with what the algorithm wants to see. Your entire growth strategy can really stand on these 4 pillars. It all starts with your packaging, your thumbnail and title to win that first click. Then your hook has to deliver on the promise to lock in that retention. From there, you want to encourage real engagement and structure your videos to lead into longer watch sessions. That's how you signal maximum satisfaction.
Here's a perfect example for that first pillar. A title like SEO Tips. I mean, it's fine, but it's kind of boring, right? But look at the after. YouTube SEO Tips 2026, rank #1 without ads, new. It's specific, it's current, and it offers a clear benefit. That one little change can make a huge difference in your click-through rate.
And for retention, you can follow this simple 4-step plan. Step 1, deliver on your promise right away. Don't make people wait. Step 2, use quick edits and graphics to keep the energy up. Step 3, create curiosity by teasing what's coming up later in the video. And step 4, always end by pointing viewers to another one of your videos to keep that session going.
If you take just one thing away today, let it be this. The algorithm isn't your enemy. It's not some gatekeeper you have to trick or outsmart. It's simply a stand-in for your audience. Its only job is to find videos that people are going to love. So if you just focus on making videos that genuinely satisfy your viewers, the algorithm will become your #1 fan.
And that really brings us to the final question for you. Thinking about your own channel and everything we just talked about, what is the one change you can make, starting with your very next video, to better satisfy your audience? Because that's the key that unlocks everything.